So we're going to pick back up by looking at the refractive index again. So we're going to call this refractive index revisited. And this is it's just another way to think of the refractive index that's sometimes more useful depending on the information we're given. So just like in many times in physics, sometimes the equation you use are more or less useful depending on the type of information you're provided with to begin with. And so this is going to be useful when we're told about the speeds of light in various material, or when we want to work those things out. So we're going to write C for the speed of light in a vacuum, as we were used to before, and then C1, C2, so this small subscript for the speed of light in, say, material 1 or material 2, etc. We're just going to stick with the material 1 for here because we're going to talk about the interface between light in a vacuum and light in something like glass or oil or any kind of material. So just recapping in purple what we already know, we know the Snell's law. Excuse me. Snell's law is that sine theta I over sine theta r equals n, where theta I is our angle of incidence. Just to quickly jot that down again, theta r is our angle of refraction, n is our refractive index, which is just a property of the material. But it turns out there's another way, another expression for n. Excuse me, I'll just tidy that up. And that's that n is c divided by c1 or cs or cm, depending on what you want to call it, but the speed of light in our material, so I'll label that on. So that's the speed of light in a vacuum. And that's the speed of light in our material. So that is immediately very helpful because, well, you can work out the refractive index n by taking, you measure an angle of incidence, measure an angle of refraction, take the ratio of the sines, and that gets you the angle of that gets you the refractive index. But equally, if you knew the speed of light in both materials, you could use that to get your refractive index as well. Or, using your refractive index, you can use that to calculate the speed of light on a material because you know what c is. Or if you were given these speeds.
Hey guys, to continue watching this video and unlock hundreds of other super concise and exam board specific A-level physics videos, just click the Snap Revise smiley face. Join me today, and together let's make A-level physics a walk in the park.